Welcome everybody to Dasha Predictions YouTube channel. The purpose of this channel is to give you an idea on how and why some planetary time periods will give you good effects and some planetary time periods will give you bad effects. And you might be familiar with the name Mahadasha and anthardasha time periods. Right. Now, have you ever gone to an astrologer and have you been told this story? You have very good planets in good placements, but still no luck, or quite the opposite is happening right now. You may be feeling very unlucky, but in your birth chart, in your horoscope, you have very good placements. Right now, the reason is this. It all depends on your planetary time periods called mahadasha and anthardasha. Okay, so two people or many people, in fact, many people do have the same planetary placements in their birth charts, but they will face two entirely different destinies. The reason is at a given time, they are under the control of a completely different planet. So let me show you an example. Now imagine three friends A, B, and C. They are all, let's say, in Aries ascendant. So let's say, just for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to consider only three planets here: Jupiter, Kethu, and Mercury. Alright, so Jupiter and Kethu is in the fourth house, and Mercury is on the seventh house. So as you guys know, the fourth house represents these things: mother, home, property, and education. And the life events will revolve around these people or places. So the seventh house is regarding affairs, relationships, business, or personal partnerships, and basically the marriage and your wife. Okay, right. So according to our conventional theory, if we have Jupiter and Ketu fourth house, Mercury in the seventh house, uh, you all, everybody with this placement will go to the same life journey without any differences. But the problem is that doesn't really happen that way. Now, especially for Aries ascendants, the Jupiter on the fourth house is extremely powerful, and Ketu is not that good in the fourth house, and even Mercury is a friendly planet, a friendly planet for the seventh house, even though it's malefic to the Aries. Okay, so this will do some good and some bad, but this will definitely be extremely good for the fourth house, Jupiter. Okay, right. So now Jupiter stands for expansion, all things big, wisdom, and big things. So when Jupiter is at the fourth house, you might expect big homes, big lands, luxury vehicles, properties, lot of things. However, in order for that to happen, you have to see what the planetary period that it is going through. So if, let's say, the person A is going through a Ketu Mahadasha, then so what happens is now Ketu, now this is where the major planetary period is. This is the major planet. This is like the CEO of the company for this example. For this particular example, this is like the boss CEO of the company, and these are all employees. So if the CEO is bad, making bad decisions, even though no matter how good the employees are, the company will go bankrupt one day, sooner or later. So that's what happens when a bad planet is running on you. Okay, so this is on the fourth house. You see right here, as I showed you earlier, on the fourth house. So no matter how good these planets are, it will be a bad major time period for you. Okay, so the major events in your life will happen with regards to this house right here. And then during sub periods, these events will take place at these respective places. So especially as an example, 12th place, 12th house is expenses, foreign things, and hospitals. So perhaps you may have to be admitted to a hospital during this period right here, 12th, and it's very bad as well. Now I have figured out some settings, some combinations, uh, going through hundreds of natal charts. I do this as a hobby, so I have gone through a lot, and that's how I figured out some of these settings are very bad placements, some of them are bad, and some of them are good. Okay, right, let's see the person B going through Jupiter Mahadasha. Now this guy will get everything: big houses, luxury cars, all these things. A good mother, supportive mother, because his boss right here, the CEO of the company. The analogy is true. So if he is good, then it doesn't matter if the employees are bad and have bad attitudes, work ethics, he will drag them to the success. Okay, so no matter how bad these are, between this major period, you will see an improvement of the individual with regard to the fourth house and these places as well during these sub periods. So it's all good, all good. Right, now let's come to a placement like this. Person C going to Mercury mahadasha. Now remember, all these people have the same placement. See, A, B, C, and they have the same ascendant as well. Right, so technically it has to be the same, right? But that's what I'm showing you, it's not the same. So see, Mercury mahadasha. So now in my experience, I have figured out in this particular placement, it could be either good and bad. It will give both results, and these are the places that it will impact. Now, however, oh, I actually forgot to mention one thing. You see this very bad sub periods, it means something very, very bad is going to happen to you or has already happened. You can check if you can get the report from me. You guys can check the past reading, and then you will know your future reading will be absolutely right. Right, now in future videos I will explain how to get these things right. So this is the Mercury mahadasha, and see, now even though you have a very good Jupiter, in this case Mercury will be the enemy of Jupiter. So instead of allowing Jupiter to work its magic, he will block everything that Jupiter signifies. So the native, this particular individual had to leave his hometown. So that is actually true. It actually happened. Okay. So that's why I'm telling you that it all depends on your planetary periods. It's not just because of your placements. It depends on planetary periods. And I have done lot of readings with regard to these theories, and I have made a pattern, like a pattern recognition, uh, to get this up to 80% accuracy. Right, so if you want to get a full past and future prediction, you can contact me with this email address right here. I will have to charge a small fee of $10 because this is not my full-time job. I have a full-time job, so uh, I will have to sacrifice some of my time for this. Anyway, right. Until next time, take care, everybody.